Let's have a conversation.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. What's happening? So I just wanted to have a quick reaction. Probably over the last week, I've been seeing different reports, different places, and I guess I heard some of it on the feed too of Jared talking about his girl back home and Blue talking about a guy that she met a couple weeks before she flew out and saw him and like before she went to the airport and supposedly told him that she's not going to get in any showmances, but as is the case many times when you get, you know, 20 somethings into a big brother house with other 20 somethings that are isolated from other people, this is the case. This is not an excuse for them. You know, it's not a nice thing for people to get onto a show with a significant other and be doing something with somebody else that's not their significant other on the show. But I will say I've seen it before. I've been a fan of, even though I just recently started watching Big Brother, I've seen it on The Real World. I started watching The Real World, and this was the case almost every season. Someone would come on the show and say, oh, I got a boyfriend. I've been seeing him for X amount of time. I got a girlfriend. I've been seeing her for this amount of time. Then a couple of weeks go by and they go out one night and then they get with one of their roommates or, someone at the bar. I guess for me, these things on Big Brother with their outside life doesn't really have an impact on my feelings on the show. I am very invested into the show when the show is on. I'm not very invested in their personal lives. And as a matter of fact, if there's a cast member of any show that I still follow after the show is over, I've said this before, it's because they're doing something meaningful or it's a worthwhile follow to me. I won't just follow anyone just because they were on a show at all. So really, to me, this just adds to the intricacy of the game. That's the way that I view it. I don't really go and check out people's personal accounts or their family and friends and the things that they say on Twitter. I'm not part of like BB Twitter, even though I do have a Twitter account now. Follow my Twitter account, but I don't really get into other people's Twitter accounts because I'm not into that kind of toxicity. I just like to enjoy the game as it is, watch the people in the house, and I don't really hold Big Brother players to some high moral standards, to be quite honest. Because of all the competition shows that I watch, I would say that Big Brother is the one that has the most lying, the most backstabbing, and the most betrayals out of any of them that I watch, and it goes on the longest. It goes on the longest out of any of those shows. I know some of the other ones I watch go 30 days or 60 days, but 90 plus, 100 this year, shoot, man. I'm not that invested. I'm not that invested. Now, in Jared's case, though, the rumors are a little bit different because I heard that he had a long-term high school sweetheart, um, and possibly a kid. I don't know if any of that is true, but that's what all the rumor pages are saying. And if that's the case, like if you are actively with somebody for years and still actively with them coming into the house, it is a terrible way for your relationship to end, for that person to have to watch your showmance on TV. But yeah, truthfully, it happens. It happens on these shows every year. It really does. So I guess my mindset is just different than most people because if it's people in my life, yes, I would care. Friends, family, I've seen those things in my real life and they have impacts on me. When I get to the point of watching a TV show, it's for a break from the stress of reality. So I only invest myself to a certain degree. I only invest myself to a certain degree. So while if something really major was happening or Big Brother like missed something huge that somebody had done in a background check or like a Luke situation, yeah, I'm gonna feel a way about that. But when it comes to this, I hope that whatever, I hope that whatever it is resolved when they leave. But in terms of in the house, it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm not really concerned in the house. Mostly what I'm thinking about is the impact that it's having on Jared's sloppy gameplay. It's changing his targets. It's making him say things that he shouldn't be saying. It's making him react emotionally to Izzy, being like, you shouldn't be pillow talking with Blue, which you should not, and not running things by the group. Thinking about that. And I would say, I wish that more fans would let those people deal with the things that they have to deal with. Because think about it this way, the amount of energy that you invest into things takes away from the energy that you have for the things you need to invest it in. As an example, imagine you spend your day going down the rabbit hole. I've heard people say, oh, people were telling me this last year. They were like, I was emailing Joseph or I was like messaging Joseph's family and telling them about this or that that was said or this or that that's going on in the house. Or people are like, I was inboxing Taylor's people and telling them this and this and this, and you need to warn Taylor and you need to tell Taylor to watch out for this or that. And I'm like, that's deep, man. Like, that's deep. I mean, I don't know these people. Like even now where I've met quite a few of them. They're in a sense of, you know my name and face, and I know yours, and I know your TV profile, and maybe like a little bit more if I've done an interview with you or something, but still, I don't know them like that to where their personal life deeply has an impact on me, or their dating status, or whatever they're doing with their lives. And the other thing is, I don't know if it's like this as much on other shows, but on Big Brother in particular, people hold Big Brother participants on this extremely high pedestal, and I never understand why. Because I know in one sense it's like, okay, they're on a TV show, yes. It's a big opportunity and it's a big spotlight. But they're not going through some kind of list of church members. Being like, let's get the pastor, let's get the priest, let's get a choir member, let's get sister so and so. They're like, I'm gonna get the plumber from Florida, and I'm gonna get the doctor from Iowa, and I'm gonna get the hairstylist from New York, and I'm gonna get the makeup artist from wherever, Japan. They're just people. They're just random people. And the thing is, you go into your place of work, or you go into your hair salon or your nail salon, and you go into wherever it is, your gym, wherever it is that you frequent. If you were to see everybody's lives of the people that you talk to peeled back, even some of the people that you befriend in those places, it could be shocking. You throw them in the Big Brother house, and then you start to hear some of the conversations that they have and some of the things they have going on, and it could be shocking. It is never too early for a live. It is never too early for a live. If my eyes are open, it is the right time for a live, especially during the Big Brother season. The Big Brother season, I go live all times of day or night. But so far, this cast goes to sleep relatively a lot earlier than the other cast of last year that was staying up until like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I had basically by 3, maybe 4 Eastern time, which is like 1 o'clock their time. They're usually all asleep, and I'm usually asleep before then. There's nothing really to stay up for yet, but yeah, I mean, I generally only sleep for like 4 hours at a time, anyways. Unfortunately, I wish I was one of those people that slept for like 8 hours, but it's kind of fun when I can wake up and check the Twitter feeds and see the different funny videos that people are posting rather than my normal stuff, which is to toss and turn in bed. Um, but yeah, it's I don't have that big of an investment. Oh, what I was saying though was, you put any one of the people that you know, friends, family, all that stuff, into one of those Big Brother houses, and you might be shocked at the things you hear them say. You might be shocked at some of the things they do in the house, some of the ways they react. That's to say that I don't take everything that happens in a game show house, like a TV show filming house, as this is exactly how this person is in real life. I really don't, because it's a game environment. And it's an environment, in this case, I think Big Brother is one of the worst psychological environments of any of the shows. It's like you can't go anywhere, you barely get to go outside. You only see your housemates for all those days, especially if you're jury, especially if you're post jury. You're seeing the same people every day. You're in close quarters with them. You got to share a room with several people. You got to share a bathroom with several people. You got to share the kitchen. And then on top of that, throw in some games, some competition games, some slop, some uncomfortable punishments. And then you're in an environment where you're literally, the purpose is to lie to people every day. I'm not even sure what you woke up on, to be honest with you. I don't know what you're saying right now. Are you being sarcastic? I'm not even trying to decipher this. Thank you. Somebody called it out. Jared and Blue both have someone outside the house. But anyways, yeah, the environment is not something that I expect the people in. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. So I was like, what are you talking about? I guess you're being funny. They buy a house and a job. They actually have to leave their job in order to come on the Big Brother. Um, but yeah, those are my quick thoughts on Jared and Blue. Like, I don't really care much about what they're doing. Um, I care about how it impacts the game. But that's about it for me. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back later. We will see if they have any more conversations of flip, but I think that they're not flipping. I think that they said that the flip flopped. So there's probably no longer going to be this Heisem redemption story or whatever. And I will definitely be back here after the episode. All right, have a good day, y'all.